Welcome back to another action figure review. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at the Joytoy officially licensed Warhammer 40k Vanguard Space Marines Ultramarines Infiltrator Brother Cyrus. This is a 1/18 scale figure, and this is the blind box that they come in. As you can see here, there's a statement at the bottom of the box that says, unboxify which one you get among the 4 styles. 12cm action figures with articulated joints, which is your 1/18 scale. Pretty cool. On the back of the box, it shows you the 4 possible figures that you could get in the blind boxes. Like I said, this is Brother Cyrus. Here's a look at the top of the box. This has the Warhammer 40k logo. And the bottom of the box is just the same. This side of the box has the copyrights for Games Workshop and the logo for this figure. The other side has a bunch of information, product information, company information, a statement in yellow by Joytoy. Choking hazards, not for children under the age of 3. This product is not a toy. It's a dog collectible recommended for 17 and up. I agree. And there's UPC, which doesn't really do much here in the United States. Here's a look at the figure inside the clamshell. You can see how well it's packaging with the figure and accessories all in their own slots. They all come with these trading cards. They look very nice. I like the artwork on the front. Their name there on the bottom. And then on the back we have the overall information, which is in Chinese, so we can't read it. Okay, here's Brother Cyrus outside of the clamshell. Looks fantastic. Materials feel great. High quality plastic. Beautiful sculpting. Beautiful paint. And on par with the articulation. Very nice looking figure. For the head sculpt, he has the helmeted head. He does not have an unhelmeted head, unfortunately. So, but that's okay, I guess. Here's the red eyes. That awesome helmet. Some gunmetal there on the side. There's some white dry brushing throughout to bring out the lines in the blue. Do have a silverish, dirty silverish antenna here on the one side. Some gunmetal features throughout here. There's those 2 pig holes on his back. There's the top of his head. You can see the white trim there. Looks really cool. On this shoulder pad, we have the gold trim with the upside down ohm symbol. Here on his chest, we have 2 grenades. The gold skull and crossbones is fantastic. And on this side, we have a Roman numeral with the arrow up. Very cool. You see the red here on his arm. Does he have the red on this arm? Yes, he does. This is his hands. It's pretty good. This tubing, he has this under bodysuit tubing. It's all black, but then they have really heavy gray wash over the tubes on his armor, on his suit. Then he has thigh pads, blue knee pads, shin pads, boots, shoes, whatever you want to call them. They're all pretty much just blue with the white dry brushing over top. Very nice looking figure. Definitely great to add to your armies, your Space Marines. Very cool. Oh, so I get that to focus. There we go. Got 2 peg holes in his feet. Just the back here. Just notice that collar there that's on the overall back of his neck there. That does sometimes get in the way of the rotation of the head. But not a bad figure at all. Really, really nice. They stand perfectly. They have a great presence on your shelf. Regardless if you're a Warhammer fan or not, they can definitely make some pretty awesome troopers. For the articulation of Brother Cyrus, we do have, he looks down. You can look up. You have to side, and it rotations there, and there's that collar piece right there. It gets in the way a little bit, but on this figure, it doesn't bother it too much like the other ones. Very nice. The shoulder pads are on their own independent articulation. They can go up, down, side to side. Same for this one. You can lift it up and down. These shoulder pads do hinder the ability to raise the arms a good bit. They try to do their best with this. That's why they're on independent rotation, but it gets you about that much. There is a cut here just above the bicep. 360 rotation right there. All the way around. And then you have a 360 at the elbow. And then you have double jointed elbows. Double jointed elbows was just fantastic. It's something to see more and more companies put the double jointed elbows along with the double jointed knees. Okay, so we do have, like I said, we have the rotation there. The hand isn't a 360 rotation, but it's on a ball, kind of just like goes around like this. You can go up and down, left and right, you know, kind of in between those areas. So it's not a bad system. For the chest, the diaphragm, we do have like a back and forth, side to side. We have a 360 rotation at the waist. And then we have the ability to sit very nicely for a big guy. But it kind of spreads his legs a little bit. So, take up some space in your vehicles. We have thigh rotation on both legs. Now we have double joint knees. And then we have the feet, pivot down. Not too much up because of this big cut here, this big piece on this boob. Then rotation 360, a little side to side. And then we have the toe articulation, which is really cool. Very nice figure. Very high posable. Very cool. Nice representation of a Warhammer Space Marine Brother Cyrus for 118 scale. Very nice. Okay, so for accessories, this is his jetpack. The blue matches the armor, which is fantastic. We have these thrusters here with some gunmetal, some white trim around this rotating piece that goes around 360 on both sides. We have the red light here, a couple antennas, black device here, maybe an amplifier possibly. A little bit of some vents, some drilling here. There's a cylinder in the center. Looks really cool. These do feature the 2-peg system, so be very careful. They can break if they're really stiff when you put them in. So you want to be extra careful because throughout the community there have been reports for breakage. Nice sculpting there in the center. It's really cool. So you just want to check on the back here. Line them up. And this is a very stiff one. You hear that? Ooh, that's really, really tight. But that's how that looks. See that the jetpack adds the antennas at a different level. So it really gives it a presence and a unique look. Like how that's done. Just on the backpack, you can... This one's kind of stiff. You can position these however you want. If you're going up, you're forward, maybe down. Really nice articulation for a backpack. Very cool. Alright, so he does have an assault rifle. Beautiful paint, silver and gunmetal. Look amazing on perfect. We have a piece here, and a piece here. You put a strap, drill barrel. We have a drill through the side. Looks fantastic. A removable clip. You see the gold shells inside. Which we do not have one on the top. Love the bottom of that. Looks really, really cool. Goes back in. It stays in very nicely. So you shouldn't have issue with loss on your clip at least. the front here we have 2 red lenses. Looks fantastic. Most of these I've had my hands on. The hands accept the weapons very well. See, that was literally no effort at all, right? And then you can see the finger goes into the trigger guard without you having to fiddle with it. And the joints are strong enough to hold the weapon out. That is a decent sized weapon. And then with the elbows and the hand, you can get some pretty sick poses. This guy. Very, very nice. And then you can, if you see how well we can get this, easy money for this guy, you can bring around his gun and hold it with both hands. Not going to perfect it. You guys can see that it does, and Warden has the ability to. So just give you guys a quick look on amazing articulation for this weapon. Alright, so we'll bring his head back around and we'll take a look at some more accessories. So he has this thigh patch. It has 4 pockets on it. It's all one piece, sculpted. A peg on the back. It's a white like a white brushing on it. Bring it out. Looks really cool. You can put this on either leg, but I want to put it on this leg because we want to take a look at his pistol holster. But that's how that looks. That's how I would display in mine. The reason I chose that size because you get 2 of these pistol holsters. One with a pistol. This is all sculpted. This is not removable. And you get one without. And you do get a pistol. That's why you get both. So if you have the pistol in his hand, you can utilize this on this leg. Or if you have his big gun there, you can use this one. Would give the illusion that his pistol is in his holster. So you have a different, loadout option there. The reason I put that patch on this side, because if you put these on this leg, you have your handle in the front instead in the back. Yes, you do got your guys that do enjoy a reverse holster, but I just don't think it looks very good on or maybe a cowboy, but not on the Marines. So this is what this would look like if we put on this holster. So right there, he'd be pretty much loaded out. Pretty nice. That'd be my full loadout right there when you're not using your pistol. For display purposes, it looks fantastic. It's kind of unfortunate, it is, that you can't put the pistol in here, but here's the pistol. This thing is huge. The aesthetics wouldn't work. I mean, this thing would have to be twice the size that it is, and then you would lose the overall aesthetic. So it's a give and take on this. This pistol is amazing, and it has a draw barrel also. Matches his rifle. I love that. That looks really cool. You can imagine how big this thing would have to be to accommodate that. I mean, he's just as big as this now. So you can change this out by taking this holster off, putting this one on. See, there's the illusion of the empty holster. So let's take away his large weapon, and then we can see how well his hands receive the pistol. And you can see again, no effort at all. Perfect on all fronts. And then again, you got a great posability for this guy. Very nice. And so to give you some idea of the articulation of the hand or the wrist, there's that front. You have the in and out on the range of that's really cool. And then if you want to go gangster, a Marine gangster, you can. Brother Cyrus can go gangster. And then of course you have that bend ratio. It looks fantastic. And then it gives you the illusion of that being out of the holster. So that's very, very cool. Alright, so the last things we get are 2 sets of hands. Let's see what we got here. We have, that's a tighter hand. Okay, so we have like more of the C hand with an open trigger hand on this one. And then we have more of a tighter grip. I think these are more meant for the Marines that come with the knives. This is a tight diameter. So you don't think you can get much use out of these unless you just want that look. So the overall pistol and the weapon is going to be not accommodate that very well. So keep that in mind. Very nice figure. So like I said, depending on what you like, and but for me, I do love the pistol. But for on shelf presence, I think I'd rather go with the loadout like this. And then we have his large, I think these are called bolters. And then with that fantastic weapon. Then we can bring his other hand up and get underneath there. And then we have him ready to go with his fellow brother Marines. Okay, for price, I don't recommend buying these guys individually. You want to pay more, and hunting them down could be a little hassle. But if you get them in a box set of 4, they cost about, you guarantee to get all 4 characters for sure, which is a bonus. But you're going to pay around China $118 plus shipping. Then in the United States, I've seen them as like $150 at a online retailer. eBay, who knows? Amazon, who knows? Depending on what, if they're being sold by a company or by a scalper. But my recommendation is to get them in set 4, unless you just specifically just want a specific character. And then, you definitely will save some money. Highly recommend them. These are beautiful figures. Top of the line figures. Very nice. Just be aware of the backpack. I'll go ahead and show you how that comes off. Best way I do it, you don't want to rock it like this. That's when you can get your breakage. You want to get as far as you can in. You want to get in there like this. You want to grab it. Get all around it. And then try to pull it side to side and have many points of contact as you can, and then just a little bit gently you can get them off, because they are very tight. And there you go. But if you grab them, you rock them this way, you're putting the pressure on them, you're going to snap pins off. You don't want to do this. You want to do this, side to side, not up and down. And that's my recommendation. My opinion, of course, you do what you want, but I want to share it with you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, to hit the thumbs up for me. I really appreciate that. Comment down below if you have any questions, comments. Share the video, please. I really appreciate that. Recommend the channel if you can. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.